What's up guys, Wesley here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a new glitch on the Division. Now this is going to be one of my favorite glitches to come out on this game because it allows you to get into an area currently believed to be a DLC area. There are a lot of things supporting this. It took me a little bit to make this video and explore the entire area to let you know of these things. So if you enjoyed this video or if it helped you out at all, make sure you leave a like below. I really appreciate it, and subscribe for more. Let's get to the video. So you want to come to 42nd Street, and once you go to 42nd Street, you want to go up to the barrier where obviously you're not allowed through, and it has barbed wire at the top. There's that little ledge on the right, and you can easily just leap over it. It took me about like 30 seconds to do, though. It's kind of hard to get. However, it's very easy to do overall. You can't mess it up that much. So once you get in, now the areas that you can go through are a little bit sketchy, but overall, this entire area is heavily rendered. Now, I can't stress that enough. I'll show you a couple of reasons on that as well, but you'll notice that every single thing is rendered. Street lights blink. There are people actually around. There are actual NPCs, which is kind of weird for me because whenever I ran by the ship, I noticed that NPCs were even in the back corners. So you'll notice like they're doing what they normally do in the open area. Now, obviously they added these NPCs on the edges to allow kind of a realistic tone. You know, you look through the gates that you can't get through and you still see NPCs, so therefore, you know, it's like a city. It makes it more realistic. However, you'll notice even the boat, like even this giant military boat, is heavily rendered, like every single thing. And so whenever I walk through, I started noticing a lot more stuff, such as ladders. Like there are actual ladders that you can use, glass in certain areas. Now glass is it's a little bit scarce in this area. I don't know why. Some things aren't fully finished, but it's definitely an area that we're going to be able to go through. Now you'll notice a lot of JTF checkpoints, and I believe it's CERA checkpoints are all rendered. There's even flares on the ground. So this is, I mean, it's ridiculously rendered. Like they didn't need to go this far is what I'm trying to say, because a lot of this is actually around corners. You know, it's where you're not going to be able to see it from the normal map where you're expected to have a line of sight, you know? So whenever you go through these areas, it's a little bit weird because it's almost as if you're still in the map, you know, you're still in the normal area. I noticed a lot of dead bodies, you know, certain things that wouldn't really necessarily need to be there. You know, there are no enemies and there are no items. Those are the only two things that they kept out. Obviously with, you know, quests and stuff, but you're not going to get a quest in a game for an area that you can't go in. So obviously that one's one of them. Another thing that I noticed though is that it's perfectly connected to certain real areas. Like Hell's Kitchen, look, it's literally right on the outside of it, and all they would have to do is open those gates. Like with an update, I mean, that doesn't take much at all. Continuing down the list, we have a park that is already named. I mean, I found this ridiculous. I mean, obviously just for show they could have named this park, but the fact of the matter is that I noticed like highways, certain things that were like rendered overly to the point where like this park is definitely rendered if you could get to it. However, I couldn't get to it because actually the restricted area is restricted in some sense because there are certain areas that are barbed wired off. So another thing that I noticed as well is that whenever I looked at this military boat, I noticed that everything on top was rendered as well. So this could be the new base of operations. Who knows? Maybe they'll start moving, you know, where you can go. I mean, that would be a huge turn. I would like that. I don't know about you guys. Another thing that I noticed, actually something that doesn't support as much as what I've said, but it's not really that important. It's just kind of a graphical glitch in the corner that I found, as well as the garage door not being rendered. That just means that essentially this is like in beta, you know, like they haven't finished this part of the level for obvious reasons. I mean, I'm surprised that it's this much finished. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button below. I really appreciate the support. I appreciate you watching through this video. So if you watch through, make sure you hit that like button below, and I will see you guys next time.